Look, you see that Fanta can? Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna be online later. Hey, there was a pill bottle in the fucking interview video.
Hey guys, this is Southwind. Thank each and every one of you for coming and checking out this interview. The interview starts out hilarious and funny, but then it goes crazy, deep, questions and things that you don't want to miss. So you're going to have to watch the whole thing. Not to mention, Upchurch plays 2 exclusive songs, which he's never released anywhere ever. The only time you're going to hear him is in this interview. Let's hold it down for him. Watch this, share this, listen to his music. Let's go! I just want to start the interview off by saying, thank you, Ryan Upchurch, for having me in your house.
Oh, dude, no problem, bro.
Thank you for the opportunity. A year ago, guys, I was in a municipal auditorium watching this guy on stage, in the crowd, just one of you, and now I'm chilling at Goes Ranch.
What do you think about the show?
Dude, oh, bro.
Did you like it?
Fun fact, real quick. I played bass in a band a long time ago, and we played a couple shows, opened a couple at Cliffy's birthday bash.
Ah.
With Dustin Spears.
At Cahoots.
With Cahoots, yes. Yep. Yeah. And so I played bass. And so the show, now it was awesome back then.
That was back when I sucked, bro. Don't let him lie to you, bro. I sucked back then.
Shit. No way. But the show back then was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but the show at the Municipal,
different, huh?
Oh my gosh, bro. That thing behind Jason.
Mm-hmm.
The video, the big screen, the barn.
Mm-hmm.
The barn. Was that really a barn from?
Dude, so all that stuff is everything you seen that night was an idea that Belus had, and Deerdorf and Billy helped him build it.
That's so sick, bro.
Bro, 3 people.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was you would think it was a professional crew.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
3 people, bro, from the backwoods and 1 from Texas.
That's amazing. But I just wanted to say, guys, if you have a dream out there, if you have something you love to do, just keep doing it. Get better at it. Hone your craft. And you never know, you may be giving an interview with the King of Dixie.
And hey, also, can I add something?
Yeah.
Look, you have to believe in yourself 100%, not 99.9. 99.9 don't work. 100 works.
Go into it head first. So, and I also wanted to say this is for Creek Squad, not just me. Not me to get any. Oh, look at me.
Everyone look at him.
This is for Creek Squad too. So this is for everybody out there.
I appreciate you coming out and doing this, bro. This is bro. It's crazy as it sounds, bro. All the good interviews are coming from independent people who want to do interviews and podcasts, bro. Like otherwise, it's just some PR ass questions that have to be gone through at first, and this one X'd out, not about this. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know how it is, bro. You're from around here.
I know exactly how it is, and anybody who's been involved in the music industry knows how it is for a long time. And it's generic, and it's, hey, you got to say this. Hey, you can't say this. And it's just, we're tired of it, bro.
When's the last time you heard about somebody from around here, bro, getting big? Besides recently.
Right, exactly. A long time.
A long time.
A long time. There's a lot of people that come in from Cali. I even put a song out about not too long ago. Some people hired their writing staff from California IA.
Oh, bro, you can hear it.
Yeah.
If you're from here, you can hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're from the South.
You can hear it. And it's a shame when most of these dudes ain't never been on the farm or through some hay before. But they're out here and talking about John Deere.
Oh my God, it's always a John Deere, ain't
it? It is. And I love John Deere, don't get me wrong. But it's like, it's just like.
I got one too, I can't lie.
It's just the inauthenticity.
Oh yeah.
That's just, it's too much, man. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to start off with just some, basic questions, just some fun questions, small questions. First question, actually, I'm sorry, this is a very serious question. How many dog beers does it take to get the scuffs off on beans?
Exactly 11.5 and a half.
Write that down.
Last one, you have to drink it standing on your head.
11.5 times, I guess, 7, so that, okay.
She could probably do the math in animals.
She can do that math. That's not to be controversial, but man, we gotta laugh. We gotta laugh, right?
Oh, for sure. I was actually thinking you were going to mention that, so I thought about going and getting some pork and beans and a sanding block, and just sitting here and sanding the beans, kind of scuffing them a tad bit.
Dude, that's a prop. Dude, oh man, that would have been. I'd have lost it, man. So all right. So second unserious question: O'Reilly's or AutoZone?
O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly's.
Every time.
Every time.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Sponsor me, motherfucker.
Sponsor me, O'Reilly's. Yeah, give me a call. If you had to pick one car out of your collection and you couldn't drive anything else for 1 year, what would you pick?
2014 Mustang. Easy.
2014 Mustang.
Because I know it like the back of my hand.
That's awesome, man. My first car was a Camaro.
What year?
And 94.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it had like the
round
T-tops. Yeah, like the kind of like the weird point.
Yeah.
But like, it had T-tops. And it was a stick, bro.
I gotta look it up now. I don't know if that's the
or maybe I'm
like,
wrong.
I wonder if it's like the 91, or let me look real quick.
It was the weird one with the pointy.
I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. It looks aerodynamic as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And bro, I had a stick shift and the T-tops.
Oh yeah, bro. My buddy had one of them.
Oh,
you want to see?
No, you're good.
It's this one right here, ain't it?
Yep, right there.
Yeah,
right.
man, them are cool.
I had the red one too. T-tops. Yeah, that was a lot of cool shit went down that car. So, all right. So, car question. Let's see. I don't want to ask this, but I'm going to ask this.
Ask it, bro.
Why does Chase Matthews have the same melody in every song he's ever sung?
One word, mainstream. I mean, dude. Come on, bro.
Mic drop.
This is not me being mean or wanting to throw shade. It is what it is. I got my own shit going on, but look at how long's he been with them? Not long, right? Or actually, maybe like a year.
Close.
It sounds like he. Now listen, everybody knows. Everybody watching knows. Your boy got girl problems, bro. I've always had girl problems. It is what it is. It's what happens when this is your lifestyle. But him being with them, the songs he's done, it already sounds like he had 30 girlfriends. Every song is about a girl, bro.
Yes.
Why?
Well,
you know what I mean?
To me, honestly, I know.
No offense, ladies, y'all are amazing.
Right. Y'all are worth writing songs over, but a lot of people, man, they're just simple.
Yeah.
And then some people, they are creative, and that's what an artist to me is. And I don't want to dog anybody. Sorry, not sorry.
Dog beer anybody.
But some people are artists, and some people aren't, man.
Well, somebody told me recently, and it really stuck with me. She said some people pay for it, and some people don't have to pay for it.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, that is so true. Because you think about, let's talk about love songs for a second. If it's something like Shenandoah, 2 Dozen Roses.
Right.
Then that, I don't know, I feel like the song has substance, I feel like a lot of these songs now aimed towards girls are for the Nashville female tourist to listen to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Instead
Absolutely.
of one in particular woman. And that a few other women can compare to this. They try to compare to all females instead of this specific female and make a song about that specific female.
Absolutely. And also, the song from Shenandoah, just out of all the music in Nashville that's been put out in the past 10 years, have you ever heard a song like the Shenandoah one? You can just hear it's different.
Oh, yeah, like Clay Walker, Neon Moon, or wait.
Love Clay Walker.
Clay Walker, what is that song called? She knew she caught my eye. What is it?
I know exactly what you're talking
about. You better hide your heart. Yeah, like stuff like that, man. Yeah. That's the good stuff.
And you can just hear it. You can hear the difference and you can hear it. But, well, that'll bring me to one of my other questions.
Okay.
How was it like working with Clay Walker?
He's one of the realest fucking artists I've ever met.
No way.
I'm not even capping, bro. He is insanely genuine. Don't get it twisted, bro. He is a country boy, bro. If he don't like something you're doing, oh, he's gonna call you out. But he is, I don't know, man. When I met him, you know, because I've met a lot of people, and you set these expectations, and usually 90% of the time they are under the expectation. A lot of people that I grew up on, I've met them and I've been like, man, you're a fucking asshole.
Right.
I just only want to listen to your music from now on.
Right.
You know, and even people who've done me wrong, I mean, I still listen to their stuff because I can separate the music from the personal stuff, you know? So
everybody has a bad day, but
yeah,
if there's a pattern of this behavior,
right,
you know.
And
you know.
With Clay, I got to his house when I got there. He was training a horse, you know.
So he really does.
Oh, bro, yes. He took me on a four-wheeler, or he gave me a four-wheeler. He jumped on a four-wheeler. A bunch of us did. He showed me his chicken coops and his woods and stuff. And then, but that's the thing. A lot of these motherfuckers want you to come to them, but they don't want to come to you. He come to my house to shoot the video we did for a little while.
Yeah.
And we got drunk and drove my Platinum through the fucking woods. Almost got stuck. Almost drove in a pond. Had a damn good time. And I'm not gonna say who, but you know, somebody that was with him in his camp was telling him not to do stuff, and he was like, "Shut your mouth! I can do what I want." Right. I was like, "Yo, this dude, I want to be like that guy. Real respectful, nice family, great to his wife, great to his kids, bro. He has a mini like church in his house where he goes every morning and prays.
Really?
Yes, bro. Like he is in my book, he's the number one best dude I've ever met. That is exactly what he says he is.
That's crazy. And you know what? That it's crazy that the older guys from Nashville have to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they are. That's one of the changes. If I was going to say that's a change, like from these other dudes who come out and shoot a video, they probably have 15 managers and you know all this other stuff, and they're trying to you know tell them not what to do, like you said. Clay, man. So Clay's just a real does what he wants to do.
Bro, when you pull up to his house, you think the country boy mafia lived there, bro. He's got all his workers like him. They're all, you know, wearing the same shirt with the collar on it and shit, you know, doing his cars, his landscaping, like helping him do everything, and they all love him. And that's what I aspire to be one day, you know. When I seen that, him and Kid Rock, when I met them two, I was like, that's what I want to be when I'm older, their age.
Kid Rock. Man, that's something to look up to, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, to me, you're in those shoes. You know,
dude, thank you, bro.
And you are doing it the right way.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And man, that's what draws me to I haven't listened to radio in freaking 10 years, bro.
Bro, it's 80% commercials.
It is, and it's just lame, bro.
Bro, it is. I painted that room in there, or I started painting that room the other day, the one I showed you a minute ago. By the time I had done painted that one wall, I've heard the same song, no shit, 3 times. But it was only like 7 songs that I heard 3 times each. Yeah. Over and over. I was like, God dang, bro, there's more people than this.
Right. And that's one of the huge disconnects. That these old guys, Kid Rock, you know, which he was playing, they were all playing on the radio, but Kid Rock, Clay, they're about it. They're genuine. That's awesome. Awesome. That was one of my questions because I was raised on 90s country, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, bro, you ain't never got a second guess Clay Walker or Kid Rock, bro. Kid Rock is an actual bad motherfucker in real life, bro.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, did you see his old Bud Light commercial?
Yeah. Oh, dude, but I mean like on personal time. Yeah. Like when nobody's filming, bro, he's still the baddest motherfucker in the room and he ain't scared of nobody, bro.
Damn.
Nobody.
I could. Well, let's go ahead and do this question then.
Okay.
What is it like to meet Kid Rock? Because one of my personal favorite when I was a kid, bro, that CD, Devil Without Cause. Yeah. I got in so much trouble from getting that CD. I had people like buying for me.
The black and white CD with the rings on? Yeah, dude.
That was my anthem when I was a kid. I was a little rebel, you know, and my mom would catch it in my drawer or something, you know. What are you doing?
That was me with Eminem, bro.
Yeah.
My mom, she found that fucking Eminem cassette tape and she was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, my friend Jordan gave it to me. I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, 4th grade. Yeah.
But Kid Rock, man, he's a good guy. He is in love with music, bro. And like I've been to Kid Rock's parties he has, and I have spent one-on-one personal time with Kid Rock. Like one night he called me and he's like, hey, come to my house. I was like, all right. And it was pretty late. You know, I get in my car, I go over there. I can't get in the gate, so he you know, has this guy pop out of the damn woods, you know, open the gate.
Yeah.
And I get up there to his studio or whatever, and we're just chilling. And dude, his studio, bro. Oh my God, it's state of the art.
Yeah.
You're talking 6, 7 digits. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Nice. In this studio, moose hanging everywhere, all kind of shit, bro. The next room over, he has millions of dollars worth of cars that belong to people who are legendary in country music. Wow. You know, just sitting there. He's got Waylon Jennings cars. He's got Jesse James four-wheelers.
He has actually their old cars?
Oh, yeah. He's got he's got one of Hank Sr.'s cars.
Dude.
He loves music, bro. You can tell it's his life. And I've watched this man. We went upstairs one time. This is the time I'm talking about when he called me over there. We go upstairs. He turns on turntables. Gets a damn vinyl out and starts, you know, doing the old school shit. Then he'll jump on a guitar. Then I'll jump on the drums, and I'm like, man, dude.
So he could play it
this
all.
Motherfucker is a for real. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
He can do
I've heard stories that he could. I think I saw a video like years ago, one of his shows, and he was playing the drums.
Oh yeah,
you know?
He can do it all, bro.
And see, man, that's another thing to me. Nowadays, you got these people who they see a person. The labels are natural. They see a person. Hey, that kid looks good, or whatever. He's skinny and he's got a 6-pack. Let's put him out there. He can't play nothing. He can't sing nothing. You know, he can't.
We'll make him do it.
Yeah, he can't do anything. But we'll make money off of him. And like Kid Rock can play. You can play. How many instruments?
I can play. I can play what I need to with the guitar. For like what I want my song to be structured like and stuff. Some of my songs I can play the whole song. But mostly I'm infatuated with lyrics.
Right.
Lyrics is my favorite thing about music. It is, what are the lyrics saying? Is it true? You know, do you really mean that? Are you going to stand behind exactly what you just said in public? And that's another thing, bro. We're coming to a point in age now where slick outlaw country is coming back. So check this. What happens in the long run when you got 10 outlaw country singers who really don't give a fuck roaming around downtown Nashville and bumping into these other guys? You know what I mean?
Man.
Then what's going to happen? Somebody's story's not going to be real, maybe.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And it's just... Real outlaws, man, it was the way of the old. And like you said, it's coming back. Because people like, who was it, Cody Jinks and people like that, they don't play them on the radio.
No.
Tyler Childers. Don't play them on the radio. That's ragweed, but...
I don't know why.
Right.
Why wouldn't you? Because they can't, bro. Because let's think about this. I thought about doing a challenge one time.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my couch and I was like, what is up with all these fucking birthday cake ass fucking country singers, bro? Like, I've already met half of them and they're not like us. Like, you ain't even got to be specific. They're just not like us. They don't do anything like we do. Like, you can just tell they're like the preppy rich kid in school. A lot of them.
Right.
Now, I can't speak for all of them.
Right.
But most of them I've met personally have ended up like the preppy kid in school where you couldn't sit at his lunch table.
Right.
And I don't really want to bring them up, but go ahead.
Sure. No, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to really bring them up, but I've never really got to say this anywhere. You know, I got mad at Morgan Wallen for good old boy reasons. In the top of Aldean's that night. And by the way, rest in peace to little buddy that passed out or that died on the roof that night, man.
Oh, wow.
You ever heard about this?
I didn't hear about that. I know that y'all had like a thing.
Okay, so we get there, whatever. We're on top of Aldean's. Morgan's already texting me, like, hey, man, what you doing tonight, whatever. And I said, well, I'm going to Aldean's. And then he read my message and didn't text back.
Mm.
You know, which was cool. Fuck it, whatever. I'm downtown again. Whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
So we get there, and then the DJ's like, "Hey, bro, Morgan's in the back," and I was like, "Okay, well, that's cool. I'm just out here doing my thing, or whatever." Well, then I was like, "Hey, Chase, you know, for hospitality reasons, take him a beer, because if I go over there, I'm gonna drag all these people to his security, and I don't want them to, you know,
right,
I don't want it to be an issue."
Right.
Chase goes over there. Blonde-headed lady comes up. "We are not having this tonight." And Chase is like, whoa. He's like, church just wanted to give him. No, y'all are not being seen with each other. I was like, what? Bro.
Oh, no.
He stayed in the back green room the entire time and wouldn't come out. But in the same breath, he's like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" And I'm like, dude, listen, man, nobody is too famous. You can control, if you're really about some shit, you can get out there and control a crowd, bro. If people smoking, you be like, "Hey, man, back up."
Right.
They're gonna be like, "Okay."
They're gonna listen to you.
It's just, it's normal people shit. Like, but it was just, it was some weird shit. Like, and I didn't care that he didn't come out. I ain't trying to sound like a diva. But when you're texting me, asking me where I'm at, and I say I'm in Aldean's, and you're in Aldean's, and then you hide in the back, and then some lady's like, "No, you're not being seen with each other." If somebody did that to me, I'd be like, "Hey, lady,
I've been
shut
talking to
your
you.
damn mouth. That's my decision." Type shit.
And that's another Clay Walker thing. Real, hey, you know, and I don't know, I'm not gonna throw anybody on the bus. You know, I mean, I like some of Morgan's music or whatever.
Me too.
But
I like his new album.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard it yet. I've heard some of it, but what was it, 30 something songs?
Bro, it's a lot. I haven't listened to all of it, but I listened to the song called Keith Whitley. It's really good.
Yeah, I love Keith Whitley.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love Keith Whitley, man. But so like, and that's another thing. It's like, you know, Morgan's a real dude. I feel like Morgan's a real dude. But is it a public? There's a disconnect. Is it a publicist thing? Like, y'all can't be.
I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a real dude. You know what I mean?
Right. And if you saw him out somewhere, he'd probably be like, "Yo, what up, bro?" So it's like a publicist thing. It's like a weird.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, he's got to please 30 people.
Right. Exactly.
I got to please myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, though. These people who listen to our music, bro, they want a personal connection. Why not give it to them?
Right. It's one of the most important things. Right?
I mean, in a world where every artist you meet, a lot of them, or I can't say every, but where 90% of people, I feel, meet who they idolize, and they end up being not what they want, and they end up being like mean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was it?
It's kind of, oh yeah.
I met people that idolize and so far. There's some.
Boy, that's lies. Yeah. But like, I would love to be the guy that people met me and are like, dude, he's exactly what I thought he was. I mean, bro, especially in the world we're living in, bro. The world sucks right now, bro. If somebody looks up to you, bro, be that for them, you know?
Dude, you're changing lives, though, dude.
Shit.
And you're
they're changing my life, too. You know?
And that, you know what? And guys, that's a huge takeaway in this interview, right? When you're changing lives, that's a huge takeaway. Ryan's changing lives, and then he said you're changing his lives. So, you know, when this positivity, I had anxiety disorder really bad years ago in my early 20s, and I realized the power of positivity. Dude, and you're changing people's lives, in full circle, they're changing your lives. And you're keeping people up, man.
Bro, the charging of each other.
The charging of
right now, bro, there's a war going on. Remember when, okay, now look, I'm not trying to get political, bro. I'm not about politics, guys. I'm really not. I'm just quoting something somebody said. Remember when Trump said, we're fighting a war we can't see?
Yeah.
Energy, dude. Energy. You can't get on Instagram now without seeing, you know, ass shaking and like violence and stabbing and death, right?
Absolutely.
That's the devil, bro. That's negative energy. They
Absolutely.
want you to be negative. These things are made for us to be negative. So when you're negative, you're vulnerable, and well, then there'll be that little small piece of something that makes money somewhere that's like, this will make you happy for money.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
That's one of the biggest problems.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in my house right now. My house is a fucking, it's clean, but it's a wreck. But dude, I'm the happiest motherfucker in the world. I'm fixing it a little at a time.
It's real. It's you can tell he lives in it. He's not got 50 maids. Dude, it's Upchurch is everything he says he is.
Thank you, man.
And it's refreshing, man. It really is.
Thank you, bro.
Because money is what everybody is motivated by in the business. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, money's great. It's a good tool.
It's a tool, yeah.
It's a useful tool. But you know, there's only so much you can do with money physically, but it cannot help you mentally or spiritually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And right now they're making the tools smaller and the job bigger on purpose. Exactly. So it drives you nuts. There's no reason a gallon of milk should be fucking $6, $7, bro.
Right.
You know why? I mean, and with all the laws against like them burning the milk farms down, and cows are not, they're not living how they're supposed to. Like that makes bad milk. That makes bad food. Like, not to mention, dude, come on, bro. I mean, we eat sugar blocks. Everything is a sugar block.
Yeah, carbs and sugar. And, yeah. It's man. There's some deep stuff. And I try not to go into conspiracy.
Bro, go into whatever you want.
I have some deep questions. I'm gonna
tell them do it, bro.
I'm gonna dig them up in a minute. I do have one deep question.
Yeah.
So, and I heard about this years ago, and I looked it up, and it's true. You said earlier energy. You used the word energy, right? There was a scientist. I don't remember when he did studies on people who were dying, mm-hmm. right? So on the table, mm-hmm. when they died, their body wound up being 21 or so grams less mm-hmm. right after they died.
They don't know where it came from.
And they don't know where it came from, and the theory is energy was expelled from the body. So do you believe in a soul?
Yes. Bro, I think the world and the universe... Okay, so first off, I want everyone to know this. I do believe in a God. I don't specifically study, nor do I know about any specific religion. That's because in my personal belief, I believe in... My religion is good and bad. And if you don't know the difference in bad, then you're not being good enough. And,
right.
And like I know there's a lot of people out there that, even people watching this, maybe you might hone in on one specific religion. And I want people to do that if they want to. It's a free country. We need to keep it a free country. And we don't need to bash anybody else for what religion they believe in. Just let them be and just let them do what they do. But let's just be real, bro. They're trying to get rid of God. They're trying to get rid of, believing in a higher power.
What the good force would be. That they think it would be, whatever it would be. In other words, if there wasn't a Christian God, it would be another good force a lot of people would try. Mm-mm. You are your own mind. You're your own person. You do what you do, man. Say it however you want it. And there's another question I had, man, that relates to this.
Yeah, take your time, bro.
And I'm gonna try to find it. Let me ask you one real quick while I find it.
And by the way, anybody out there, listen. Hey, if you don't believe in God, do what you do, bro. But I suggest you believe in positive energy, if anything, if not anything else. Oh no, but what I was saying earlier, I was gonna do a challenge that was like drive something with the clutch. Turn on the blade of like a zero turn.
That's hilarious.
Shit like that. Shit that you really wouldn't think, oh, they don't know how to do that. But
dude,
a lot of motherfuckers really don't though. What percentage of Americans cannot drive a manual transmission? Only 18% of America can drive a manual transmission. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy. That's the first car I ever had, bro.
Every country singer that sees this, they're going to go buy one and try to learn, bro.
Oh, man. You mind if I smoke a backwoods in here?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Smoke a little cigar every now and then.
This is fun.
Just hanging out, man.
I just like talking music and anything music with people, man.
Dude, music is just, like you said earlier, for Kid Rock's in love with music. Mm-hmm. Bro, I don't know what it is, but at an early age, it's like therapy.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I was watching a guy on Joe Rogan's podcast the other night, and he was talking about certain elements of life being math that matters in the world, and music was one of them.
Really?
To change the energy of the world.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan has some interesting stuff, bro.
He does.
Some really, really interesting stuff. All right, we back. We had to make some adjustments. okay, so you said something about song lyrics earlier. You're very lyrical.
He dropped the camera. Okay.
I did drop the camera. Don't tell my wife. No. Yes. You talked about lyrics earlier. I have some lyric questions from different songs.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, best country music, best decade in country music. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, etc.
I'd say somewhere between the 90s and 2000s.
90s was like golden age, man. Now, I love the old stuff too, you know.
Me too.
But 90s...
That's the stuff that really, I think, birthed what the 90s was for country.
That's what I identify country music as. You know, I guess somewhat because I grew up during the 90s.
Yeah.
But like, there was just so much going on. It wasn't just one label or two labels controlling everything. It was just so much different stuff going on.
You anticipated albums.
Yeah, you anticipated albums. You could buy them at Walmart. You could, you know.
It was about the art instead of the profit.
It was about the art instead of the profit. You mind if I...
No, I don't mind at all.
Yeah, it was about the art instead of the profit. It was about, dude, this dude can sing. Doesn't matter if he weighs 300 pounds or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter if he has a six-pack.
What's your favorite, who's your favorite artist or album from that time?
He's interviewing me now.
I'm not the interviewer, my bad.
I'm on the spot. From that time?
Yeah.
Bro, my dad has always been a huge George Strait fan, but like my dad, like, George Strait is the only artist. My favorite, bro, I don't know. But if I had to say from memory one, and nowadays I don't like him as much, and that's the weird part. But if I had to say one, I guess I can remember whenever I got the Fresh Horses album, Garth Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, he wasn't like now. It's like I would pick somebody else probably. But
yeah,
as a kid, I remember my uncle buying me that album, and I was like, love it.
Fucking right.
I wore it out.
When I was a kid, I had a Good Time by Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson, yeah. Alan's another one, bro. He's another one where if you didn't listen to Alan Jackson,
he's like a holographic Charizard, bro. First edition.
he's the real deal. But
my bad. Back to question.
No. Hey, this interview is ADD across the board, baby. Sorry for that, but lack of media experience.
We ain't got no media experience.
Hey, I'm the lack of media experience here. So, in your song "Traveler," you use the lyrics, "Camera flashes really will make you go blind." You've always seemed super down to earth, but was there ever a time where you felt that you had to battle a demon with? Like, did people get to you with fame and you kind of, like, ever fed into it? I've never seen it, but...
You mean like, okay, so you mean like negative things, or you mean like positive things like money, or not positive, but you mean things like money, like success things like money and cars and stuff, or like... Yeah,
well, like, you could, like, there was a famous artist who said, the worst thing you can do is believe it when people tell you that you're the best thing in the world.
Oh, bro, that's true.
Yeah. And I've never seen it. And that was kind of a question I had because, man, sometimes whenever... There's one point in my life when I had a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, I actually was doing really good. Not now. But, and I felt like I was kind of in the big head. And I had to, like, squash my ego. You know what I'm saying? I had to... And I did that. And that's hard, man. Dealing with that kind of fame.
Yeah.
And but he's so down to earth. It's nuts.
Okay, so here's my thing. My close friends and work associates, they're always like looking at me being like, you have no idea who you are. Not like you don't know who you are as a person, you don't know what you have done type shit.
In a good way.
And I'm guessing, like, how do I explain it? I don't know. Like, I have people saying, hey, you could approach this way or this way, but I always approach it like I'm still just Ryan from around here.
Right.
You know? Right. And you always got people being like, oh, man, but you could do this. You could ball out and do this. It's like, yeah, but that's not who I am. Like, I'm still just like this, you know? Like, I think the idea of being famous and having all the money is the flashiness and all this stuff. When look at artists like Kurt Cobain, he was the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got mad when they started mass producing Nirvana shirts and stuff like that because he wanted to be personal. So, and I've always really like, I would sacrifice myself, put myself in a bad position for someone else to be in a good position, and that is a good and a bad quality to have. So, I guess you could say I really haven't stopped to look around,
right?
To even almost be like that, but how I grew up, I'm just so, I don't want to be weird, but like turned off by people thinking they're the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why you never see me really attacking nobody, bro, except for only people who fuck with me first. Because fuck them, they're a bully, bro. So be mean to them. Like,
it's just so, and I believe you 100%. And like, just meeting you, well, I probably spent more time with you now before I met you a couple times at shows or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, for sure, like down to earth, dude. You want some Fanta? Dude, come in. Like, just chill stuff, man.
I appreciate
just real
that,
stuff, and you know, I feel the same way. I feel like that's, you know, people are getting the real deal. Follow-up question: is there any artist or person you're willing to mention who you've noticed who had a huge change in their demeanor because, like, you met them one time and then you met them again, and you're like, which you don't have to mention any names, but like, they had changed because of their success and fame? Or that maybe that you notice, like, that you haven't met?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Most of the time, with me at least, and it might be who I choose to be around, but I've gotten the wrong idea about an artist before, like in a bad light, and then been with them after, and been like, no, they're a good person.
Okay.
And now that I'm at the level I'm at, which, you know, I'm not at the top or nothing, but I'm at a level where I've learned the knowledge of, I know why they were acting like that. They were stressed out. There was 30 motherfuckers in the studio while he was trying to write a song, and he was irritated. You know, like, stuff like that. And I'll say it, you know, I mean, and it's somebody that I grew up on, that, you know, a little piece of him is in my music style, and that's Yellow Wolf.
Yellow Wolf.
You know, I don't want to go into detail about it, because, you know, I like him, but we've had disagreements, for sure.
Sure.
You know, we've butted heads before, but I know why now, you know, and I don't care, he's a great artist, he's super artistic, he's, you know, he's original. I mean, bro, what actual country dude now that raps don't know who Yellow Wolf is? Yellow Wolf was a turning point for country dudes rapping, bro. When I first seen him on Source Magazine, bro, standing there with a toboggan on and deer and fucking Chevrolets tatted on him and, you know, redneck on his fucking throat, I was like, no way. There's somebody like me that's doing this shit, bro. And he's standing beside Eminem. You know what I mean?
Right, I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean? Sorry, real quick.
I'll make sure my dog's okay. You're just being goofy. My bad, bro.
No, you're good.
Alright, anyway.
We're going to have to keep that in there. We're going to make that outtake.
Had to make sure my pup was alright.
No, you're good, man. Oh, yeah, what I was going to say is, I know exactly what you mean by, you saw it and you're like, whoa, like, deer heads and stuff by Eminem, and like,
yeah,
you know, you could do that. And I know exactly what you mean by that, because Yellow Wolf, yeah, he did it a long time ago, but whenever I saw the first video was like the Country Way, or
oh yeah,
I
live out in the country.
Yeah. Cannot remember the name of that song. My Own Way or
Country Way.
Country Way. So that was probably the first song video I saw that popped up of yours on my YouTube one day, and I was just like, "You can do that?"
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, like you can do that, like, because I mean, Yellow Wolf is awesome, but like it's still, a lot of it is just still rap,
right?
Like really, really rap. But then whenever you add the strings, you know,
yeah, like in Ghost.
I love Ghost. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I love Ghost and the harmonica. Yeah. And so whenever you do that, whenever you are your artist and you're like, hey man, I want it to be different like this. I saw that video, and I was just like, you can do that. You can rap like Spitfire, like Eminem, and
it gave you like That's cool as fuck to know that you thought of it like that.
Well, it was like, okay, so from what I remember, right, I've always played in a lot of like just country.
Right.
Or just metal. When I was in high school, I played metal. Kind of some metal bands.
Yeah.
And so like just country, or you play in like a just metal band, we want to be like these guys.
Right.
Or we want to be like this, right? But whenever I saw that, I was just like, that's like nothing and I was thinking to myself, bro, I love music. I'm not a great singer, but I can rap a little bit. And so I got...
I'm not a good singer, bro.
Bro. So I got interested in like, that would be my thing, like, because I loved it. And it just like made me realize like, you can make there's gonna be an always evolving door for music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something that's just incredible. Music is gonna last till the world.
Till there ain't no sound left, bro.
Till there ain't no sound left. And it's just something to just think about and fathom for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, back in the days in BC times, thousands of years ago, people were playing some kind of music probably.
Oh yeah,
probably
sticks on a rock, anything.
Probably a kid hitting something, or deer skins, or
deer skins over some circular bongos, like you're saying.
Bongos, and you got bongos in your room back there.
I love bongos.
But yeah, just thinking about how ancient music is, and how they were doing it back then, and we're going to be doing it for the rest of the existence.
It's used for religious purposes, ceremonial purposes, everything.
David played a drum in the Bible, and it's just one of those things where, at the time and place we live in, I feel like you and one of my other favorite artists was Johnny, and I really like Kid Rock too. I feel like all three of those people are true artists. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's only certain points in time where you get to experience that. You know, with certain people. But like...
Oh, wow. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like the people we learn about, we weren't around to experience it. Huh.
Like live. Like nobody can go see Hank Singer live.
Oh, man. That'd be something.
Right. Or back
Elvis,
in the day,
bro,
Mozart.
Oh, so,
you know, Chopin, Bach.
Beethoven.
Chopin. You'll never be able to see Beethoven live. Only the people who were alive during his lifetime had a what's it called? An organic reaction with the guy.
Right.
You know.
I've never actually sat and thought about that, which sounds crazy because that's something
you would think
a music person would think about.
That's a Ryan Upchurch thought of it. You know, that's pretty crazy.
It is.
So I was listening to the Pioneer.
Yes.
And I cranked the Pioneer album the other day, bro, and I wrote down some questions. I was like, dude, those lyrics. So,
hey, bro, if there's ever a song that sucked, bro, be like, yo, church, that shit sucked, bro.
I haven't found one yet, bro. I mean, even if it's not my favorite, bro, it's just like, it's still good, bro.
By the way,
some people are just talented.
I mean to cut you off, bro.
No,
yeah, I'm being a rude motherfucker, bro. No, but reactors out there, bro. Even if it is your favorite artist, even if it's me, bro, it doesn't matter. If something sucks, tell your favorite artist it sucks, bro. It keeps them a better artist longer. Wow. And that's just facts.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement because, like you said, sometimes it does piss them off, but they try harder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I haven't found nothing, bro. To be honest with you. I ain't trying to kiss your ass. I'm just saying.
No, I appreciate that, bro.
I really enjoy it.
And it's like, you know, people wonder how music got to the state it is, and they, you know, every generation is like, why is this happening? Because we all let it happen, you know? Like,
yep. Money
and the soft ass world we live in now, bro, it's okay to give criticism. If they don't like it, oh well.
It's perfectly fine, and guess what? It's not going to stop. We got social media, and so guess what? They're going to have to get out of the kitchen if they can't take the heat anyway. Mm-hmm. If you're an artist, you put yourself out there.
Right.
I put out a song called Woke Nashville not long ago.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did the production myself, so ignore the production. I need some production tips, man. I need to hook up with a producer. But, yeah, like, to me, it was just like, there was people on there, oh, dude, this is like if one dude, bro. This is like if Kid Rock got fat and couldn't sing. And so I was like, thanks, I'm still fucking Kid Rock, man.
But you say, yeah, you're still talking about me, you're still thinking about me, and you're still commenting on it. So
that's what I said. I said, tag all your friends and tell them how terrible it is.
I always comment you're doing a great job. Because in a sense, they're playing their part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bro, if you didn't have haters and bad shit that happens to you, your story would be boring.
Absolutely.
Bad shit has to happen.
And there's a question right there, real quick. How have you learned how to develop like thick skin, or what? At what time in your career did you have to realize like people are going to hate on me if I have $80 million, 500 houses? They're going to hate on me. It don't matter. Did you?
Oh yeah, that was definitely a actual turning point thing that happened. Like, and I would say it wasn't a long time ago either. It was just recently, like in the past 6 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, once you reach a stress level and stuff, and I mean, we don't want to drain the whole battery on on your cameras, but with all the shit that I've gone through, I used to stress about it and it used to drive me nuts until one day I was like, fucking who gives a fuck? They're not dying with me, bro. They're not in my motherfucking bed. They ain't chilling in my house, so fuck it.
They don't pay your bills.
At the end of the day, bro, you got to know that person obviously has a worse life than you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying anything.
And dude, I think that's a lot of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are miserable, bro.
Bro, they don't want to get their ass up and go do nothing.
Yeah.
Either.
And that's, dude, a lot of people, man, you remind me of somebody like, because when I was a kid, it was like, I could be happy if I was 18 years old going to the skate park with $10 to my name, or if I had $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You got to find happiness, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and look around right now, bro. You got this thing in your hand called social media making you be anti-social, but it's tricking you into thinking you are being social when really you're not. You're just only in a room by yourself. People are like, let's know that. So you got to get out there. It's only right that you interact with other humans because other humans make you the human that you are, the better version. If you're by yourself all the time, you're liable to end up a fucking crazy madman who's, wants to kill people. If you go interact with people and they're, hey, maybe you shouldn't think like that. Here's some things you can do to be happier. Want to come hang out? Like, those things make you good people. And look, violence is going up, depression's going up, and it's because of
that's crazy. The best line I've heard in this interview so far, people think that social media makes you social, but it actually makes you antisocial. Bro, that's ironic.
Yeah, man.
That's a crazy thought.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right, man. People like, even my wife, like, she trims me. Sometimes she gets on me pretty hard, but she tells me, hey, don't try not to, whatever. And man, some of the people who are close to you, you got to listen to them. It don't matter if you're Elvis. It don't matter. I mean, sometimes if they love you. Oh yeah. Sometimes you need to listen to them, and if their heart's in the right place and everything, bro.
Nobody's rich and famous enough to do something nobody is rich and famous enough to not do any wrong. Everybody's eligible to still do it.
Everybody is.
Actually, if you ask me, bro, famous people and rich people probably get away with more than anybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say that's a very fair statement. When they go to jail, they go to...
Yeah. They're going back home, bro. They're faking jail.
So I have a question, and it's pretty deep, bro.
That's fine.
And we're gonna get in them like well water a bit.
Yeah, come on, straight.
It seems by some of your lyrics in your songs you've written lately, also paintings and your interests and such, that you've had an experience with something supernatural.
Yep.
I myself had an experience with something spiritual in 2008. Is that the case with you?
Yes.
Silver Circles was one that blew my mind because I love that movie. That it was kind of
Oh, that's a great... Oh, you talking about Fire in the Sky?
Fire in the Sky.
That's a good-ass movie, bro.
Love that movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question again? I started thinking about aliens.
I myself had an experience with something in 2008. Did you have have you ever had an experience with something kind of supernatural, or even just like you said, energy or?
Yes, bro. It's in this house. Look, I'm not here to convince nobody. You know what I mean? And if they're watching this, there was a guy named Turtle. He come here and did an interview one time. He had full battery on his shit, everything. I mean, I know nothing about cameras, really. I mean, I've been filming off an iPhone. They get here, they sit down. It was dark outside. So he looked up during the interview. Did that just go off? Because I'm about to tell you that it
something just
drained the battery.
Hold on.
What the hell?
the sound.
Ain't no way. Is that one on?
No.
That it made noise from that one.
Was it that one? I
Yes.
think it was. I think
100%.
This one's still on.
What made a noise?
Well, honestly, the battery was
Dead?
the battery was low, and this one's dead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but the battery was low
Okay.
because I forgot them at home.
Okay. I was just making sure.
I forgot a
Because they left because something drained the battery of a full battery, and they went to go look at it, look to see what he looked up at on the other camera, and when they did, it was blacked out and there was nothing there. They left and got scared.
No shit.
I swear to God. But no, it's a good thing that like that. Whatever this vibe is in here, it's a good thing. It likes me, so I'm cool with him.
Well, I think we're still good on the energy in the room. Yeah, that one. That's as much as I would like to capture a ghost to ghost reaction. I'm pretty sure that battery was pretty low because.
But to answer your question, yeah, most definitely.
And I feel like. Well, I've seen videos you have posted. There's one video that tripped me out because you were like, was you in the basement and you were just like,
oh yeah,
some with the lights a couple years ago. Or,
yeah,
that's wild, man. And yeah, I believe there's something. I mean, dude, it's not
a vibration, bro. It's what vibe are you putting out? Based off what vibe you put out, based off what vibe you put out, I think you're more likely to come in contact with these spiritual things. And some people might be like, oh, that's crazy. Well, tell caveman, because people have been talking about it since then. You know?
No, I think there's definitely something to it because a lot of studies on like what ESP and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean brain frequencies and everything, and I like to watch Unsolved Mysteries, bro.
Bro, me too.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about Unsolved Mysteries that like
I love it.
It freaks me out, but at the same time, it interests me. Mm-hmm. There's one episode where a dude got struck by lightning, and like afterwards he could do like pi, like
3.14.
Yeah, he could do like thousands of numbers afterwards, like in his head. He said they would just show up in his head.
What?
Yeah, he would just recite them.
That's wild.
It is nuts, and also he would like predict stuff too, and like he could see. It was.
I think we speak the future to us. Honestly, that's what I think happens.
It's nuts, man. Can I ask you a question about your grandfather, though?
Bro, you can ask absolutely whatever you want.
If you could invite your grandfather to any one show that you performed, which one would it be? And if you could talk to him backstage, what would you say?
I would do a concert just for me and him in my front yard on my porch.
No way, that's awesome.
And I would tell my guards nobody's allowed here right now. And I would just play them all this stuff that I've made recently for this next country album, to be honest.
Wow, bro.
Because I like to... See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of artists want to stay young, right? Well, getting old is inevitable. And time don't stop. It keeps going. I would rather embrace my age and what's going on. Because personally, as an artist, I do like my younger stuff, but I ain't 19, 20 no more. I like what I'm making now because I've honed in on who I am as a man, what my morals are in the world, like how I treat people, and that stuff is in my music, and I would like him to see how I turned out by being with him and showing him the music.
That's awesome, man. And your music has come full circle. And,
thank you.
And just like, you could tell that you're progressing, bro. Like you don't stop evolving, progressing, and your sound is coming, it's coming to.
You know why? Because I am writing the age I am right now. So people think, how you do this? Because I'm going day by day, just like they say. Mm-hmm. You can't be a 40-year-old artist, and we know some of these 40-year-old artists trying to be a 20-year-old artist.
Yep.
People become uninterested because you got to think these people grow up with you. They're growing up too.
Right.
Man,
that's a good point, man. That's such a good point. So you're 31?
Yep.
You're never going to be 31 again.
Mm-mm.
After you 32. And for 365 days, you'll be 31. But so the music comes out when you're 31, probably isn't going to come out when you're 40, and it didn't come out when you were 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, bro, it's like a storyline.
Bro, you want to hear what the new shit sounds like?
Absolutely.
And I don't care. You can put it in this.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Hey, exclusive. This is an exclusive right here.
Stony Baloney. Shout out to Stone, baby Stone, my little astronaut. Love you, bro.
He's a dirty wizard in the studio, man.
Dirty little wizard, you. Bro, shit like this. So, this is along the lines of what we're actually talking about right now. So, I would like to show it to you.
Absolutely. Please tell me it's kind of like Black Sheep.
Some stuff is.
Next time they'll remember that I had the juice like my blood from a vineyard. Like wine and crystal, I hope that's how I age. Leave a stain and never seem to go away. See, my heart is a barrel of grapes. When I'm gone, hope someone appreciates the taste I made for country.
Bro, it comes down to this. You want to be the beer that goes bad and turns green in a couple weeks, or you want to be the wine that can sit in a bottle for 20 years and only taste better, bro?
Oh, man. That's cool.
You know what I mean?
That's an awesome lyric. Age like fine wine, baby. I love the bounce.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bro. You want to hear some bounce?
That's the thing, bro, though. Your melodies, though. Like they're different.
Dude, thank you, bro.
They're just, it's not the same crap over and over.
I was a percussionist in high school.
Really? In like the band?
Yeah, I mean in middle school, and in the beginning of high school. And I got kicked out, you know. So it is what it is.
Right.
I never learned to read music or nothing. Give me a snare drum, bro. You'd think I was on a drum line.
Really?
Yeah, I love drums. I've always loved drums. I think playing in band and being a percussionist is what gave me the weird rhythms and not being able to read music.
And the lyrical rhythms too, dude. That's a
bro,
shout out to the band teacher. Sorry, you missed that.
What was I gonna say? I think not knowing how to play an instrument the correct way makes you a more intricate artist.
Yeah,
For real though.
Because you're not generic and you're not doing the same old that we like.
Right.
That way. And it's organic. It's really cool. Music is one of those things, man.
Would you like to hear one more?
Yes.
You sure you got battery?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I got battery.
It's called Jumps the Gun.
Jumps the gun.
Music. Got music. Who jumps the gun? So if the mainstream is the gun shooting everybody down, there's always one motherfucker that runs and jumps over the fucking gun and whacks that motherfucker.
Oh, I love that shit. You definitely jumped the gun, bro. Self-made success.
Thank you.
I love it. Take your ass off.
Yeah. And what's the rest of your rock cut off?
Now, this is good.
Alright.
This is exclusive, guys.
when he jumps, the gun's able to hurt them the most because they live through all the bullets.
So catchy, bro. So catchy.
Thank you.
So
It's saying when you reach such a level, bro, everybody wants to fuck you over.
yeah.
There's just a level you get at, and then everybody just wants to take shots at you because they want a piece of what that is, and that's a scary thing.
It's that's my dad.
Oh shit! You need an answer? Go ahead.
My dad.
Yeah.
do it. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Who?
Hi. This is Upchurch.
Well, I didn't think it sounded like Richard.
Oh well, that guy's name was Trey, actually. What are you doing, Skin?
Just a little tired. Been a good Monday, though. Worked hard.
Heck yeah. Shit, that's a good thing. I'll let you talk to you, son, Bubba. I just want to say hey.
All right, Dad. I'm gonna turn my phone off because I'm in the middle of an interview. And has the prices of lumber went up because of the economy, or is it because Come and Get It has been busting floors all over the United States over the past 10 years? That's supposed to be a warm-up question, but
Price of lumber went up because I keep wishing a motherfucker would.
Oh, man. All right. So when my grandpa passed away, I was given one of his toolboxes, amongst other things that I really, really cherish.
Yeah.
What is one thing that, if there is one thing you got to keep of your grandpa's when he passed away that you...
Bro, I got it downstairs. You can go grab it. Take me 30 seconds.
Yes. All right, we're back. And my last question was, what is the thing you cherish most that you got when your grandfather passed away? So here it is.
The Mohegan sign that was on his clubhouse.
Oh.
After the house got foreclosed and we couldn't go back there, I jumped the fence and I took it. I don't even care to say on camera, you're not getting it back. I will just burn it if you don't come get it.
That's awesome, bro. So so that was a sign on his house?
Yeah, that was like his big red barn. It was his like clubhouse, and he had that up there. It was like a little poker house.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. And man, I got a toolbox.
Yeah.
And like a couple of other things, because whenever like they passed away, everybody was coming and taking stuff, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just want things to stay the same. And that's kind of a hang up, I guess. But
because it's some family members don't get anything.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want everything to stay the same because we still go up there.
Yeah.
And like that's where my dad's office is and stuff. And so, I got that toolbox and I got a couple things, man. It's so cool. When I get something I really cherish, like I'll go put it in the toolbox and just leave it in there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, man, that's awesome. So you got the sign, the Mohican sign. And did you get anything else?
Oh yeah, I got a chicken box. I got my brother's got one of his guitars. It's in there.
That's awesome.
All kind of stuff.
That's really cool. All right. How do you feel about the idea of possibly having children one day if you found the right person? Or is that just probably not going to do it, or definitely not going to do it?
Definitely a thing. Definitely I want to eventually. But I want to make sure I get all my crazy out first. You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Because, when I have kids, I'm going to slow down a lot because I'm going to be focused on just them. Making sure they're respectful, they work hard, and they know all the good qualities of life that they have to be a good man or woman.
It's great. That's great that you see it that way because a lot of people, man, They just look at it as like I get insurance. Or,
Oh,
yeah, that's crazy actually.
I want mine to be an upstanding, functioning member of society.
There you go. And yeah, you're responsible for another human being.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big deal. And a lot of people, they treat it like it's a dog or a cat.
Kids these days, bro, they need as much attention from their parents as they can get, you know?
100%. 100%. I agree, bro. I'm 36 years old now. Just turned 36, and I don't have kids. And it's like I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, like I want to have my music stuff for traveling, doing videos or whatever, like out of the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do that if I have kids. And
But
I don't
you
want
want to look back and, you know, be like, well, I never did this because this.
Right. Or, yeah, I never
They
had
need separate attention.
I never had a chance to interview Ryan Upchurch because I had a kid going to school. I'm just kidding. Chevy or Ford or don't care.
Both. Depends on which one's faster and more comfortable.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
But,
Mustang.
I mean, I'm more Ford guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Mustang, man, you can't beat a Mustang. That's for sure. What is the coolest thing a fan has ever given you?
That fire pit in my front yard.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
That was good to you by a fan.
It says, it's got engraved Upchurch on it, and it says Ray Tony Cornbread. I've had it for 7 years.
Yeah.
I got it in Wisconsin, and it was snowing, and the guy was like, I got something for you. I was like, all right, cool. He's like, but you have a truck? I was like, yeah. And he gave me that big-ass fucking 400-pound fire pit, bro. Made it himself.
He already made it, and he was like,
He made it, welded it and everything.
That's crazy. Because like, what if he couldn't find you or something? Like, or you were like, no, I can't.
Oh, yeah, I
So
made
he-
sure.
Yeah, he was.
Bro, I've had somebody bring a hood of a fucking Chevy Impala in the meet and greet line holding that motherfucker.
Oh, I got one.
Alright.
In the new Pioneer album, you have a feature with Project Pat.
Pata.
I don't know. Yeah, he's unique. Yeah, he came in unique on that song. I don't know about you, but when I was young, Project Pat was one of the most memorable. Whoop whoop chicken head.
Whoop, whoop, chicken head.
And Savor, Don't Want to Be Saved, Break the Law, We Ain't Playing. How does it feel to have grown up as a kid, if you listen to Project Pat, and then to come and work with him
Dude,
as an adult?
I love the fact that I got to have a feature with a legendary rapper from the South around here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. 3-6 Mafia, all that.
Right.
Like my buddy Drew, what up, Drew? You little fucking. He's the one who introduced me to 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah.
And all that. And I was like, dude, this is like fucking fight music type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to have a feature with him is amazing. Especially right after fucking Knife Talk came out with Drake.
Oh okay. Oh, you put a song.
He was on Knife Talk with Drake, and then right after is when when the feature happened.
I didn't know. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge, man. And another Tennessee rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Another Tennessee Memphis boys right there.
Tennessee time.
Bro, I'm down for the state, man. It's just my home. I've been seeing. Here's a weird question, bro. I don't know. This is gonna be funny.
You can ask whatever.
I've been seeing these country rapper
Yes.
redneck boxing matches lately. Would
Huh? A
There's-
redneck boxing match?
There's like redneck boxing matches, like Jesse Keith Willie was in.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Would you ever consider doing that? Being on a redneck boxing match? I don't see it.
UFC.
Yeah,
If it was UFC gloves and grappling and everything all together, yes,
yeah.
100%. Boxing, personally, I don't like boxing.
Right. But if it was like UFC,
I like to roll around on the ground and grapple and do all that.
yeah, so a full body UFC.
Yes, everything with
Bro.
small gloves.
Bro, that'd be sick.
And they gotta. It's gotta be somebody on the same caliber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to make no little shithead who just don't like me famous for no reason.
Right.
I'd rather do it with somebody that same caliber type shit, so it's more fun for the fans.
An artist or like somebody who has something to lose. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's not just out for clout.
Yeah. It ain't even gotta be on no hostile type shit. Just for fun.
Just
Or for hostility and whatever.
It's weird, man. They're making a lot of drama about it nowadays, and like, it's like I just like watching it for fun. Like you said, like it's kind of weird when there's all this drama on it, but it's how
But definitely, yeah, I would do that. But MMA style, bro.
That would be
Everything.
sick. That would be sick. So, have you ever been out of the country?
No.
If you haven't, would you ever like to go out of the country and visit somewhere?
Yes.
Where?
Vietnam.
Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
There's a cave that I want to go to there. It's the biggest cave in the world.
Holy crap.
It's fucking badass. It's its own ecosystem down there.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, plants and stuff under the cave?
Oh, bro, it's fucking beautiful. You just gotta look it up. All you gotta do is type in Vietnam cave on your own time. You'll be like, what the fuck? You can fit an Empire State Building in it.
I've been listening to the new Pioneer album, and in the song Ice Cold, there's a very raw and real line and lyric, and it just stuck out to me. Like, it just grabbed me. I was like, bro, that's deep.
I'm interested in that.
If I destroy this line right here, if I destroy my life, at least it's all I know. Did you have anything particular in mind when you wrote that, or was it just a way of saying, hey, let me do me?
No, it definitely does have a deeper meaning. So, what I mean by that is, you know how when there's a tornado, sometimes it picks stuff up and sets it down perfectly. So, in a sense, it is destructive, but it's also beautiful, right? Because it can do beautiful things. You're like, wow. That's how I feel with music.
Right.
So I got popular at such like a young age, kinda, for different things. That at first it was like a storm, and there's been times where I'm like, I don't really want to be a part of this, but I was always coming back to it, and one day I realized, I was like, you know what, fuck it. If it's a fucking hailstorm, I want to be in it. Because even hailstorms, as beautiful as some of these storms are, when we sit and gaze at them, it's still destructive as fuck.
Yeah.
That's how I feel I am with the music industry.
That.
Of course I'm crazy. I've been crazy in the past, yelling, screaming at motherfuckers and all this other shit. And, I guess I'm looked at as kind of the outcast or black sheep or whatever you want to call it. But instead of trying to not be it, I'm just going to fucking embrace it, dude. Because it's going to be the realest story ever told. And there's always going to be social media to back it up and show what I've said in the past and on the internet. Because you got to think, it's the first time that we're going to be able to go look back for ourselves in 100 years and be like, were they lying or telling the truth? Right now is the most dire time to tell the truth. Because in the future, when all this is looked back on and studied like Hank and all them are now,
right,
they're going to know, bro. They're going to be able to know what was real and what was not. And they're going to look for what was real, bro.
Right.
100%.
That's amazing. A great answer. It's like a story, just like you said, though, so you got, and I love thunderstorms.
Me too.
As long as there's no freaking tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? And so, I love watching them, but like you said, they're terrifying sometimes, So like you said, guess what? I'm going to reiterate on it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be talking so much during
No, you're good.
So, you are the bad part from Nashville's perspective.
Right.
But from your fans' perspective,
I'm them.
you're the beautiful part. It's the good part.
I'm one with them.
Yep.
Just like a storm is one with the community.
Yep. And you got to have storms sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Everything I do affects the people that are living in my community who listen to my music, per se.
The breakdown is necessary sometimes. The disaster is necessary sometimes. If you don't have the destruction, you can't rebuild.
Yeah.
Independent.
Inside of every tornado, there's a blue sky.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Wow, that's a good answer, bro. Okay, so this is a crazy question.
Yeah.
In the song Black Sheep, you say on the chorus, millionaires might try to have you killed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the hierarchy in the music industry that's losing its power, and all the impact that you have and all the influence that you've had for other people to stay independent, even though some of them didn't. Have you ever experienced any direct or indirect rumors of somebody trying to...
They're too secretive to let a rumor get out.
Okay.
And they got too much money, but... I mean, hey.
Well,
Put it this way. Oh no, bro, I ain't scared to answer none of these questions. I got you. Hey, they can try. I don't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is, look up the story of, there was a country singer shot in the street outside of a club one night in Nashville in like either the late 90s or early 2000s. He was independent and he was going towards independent. And he was actually starting to pop until one day somebody shot him and nobody knows who done it.
That's crazy.
When you're messing with people's money, bro, that's when shit gets serious. It's not serious to people like us because we value other things than money. But to the ones who value only money, that's who you're threatening. And I don't care if I'm threatening them or not.
That's deep.
Because, hey, even if they kill me for being the way I am, if it ever comes to that, I don't think it would. I don't think they could. But if it ever did, at least, hey, I died being exactly what I was, bro. Exactly what I said I would be.
Hey, ain't gonna be no other way.
Can't be scared of that.
Right. You gotta live your life.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, I mean, you get an army behind you, bro, so... You know,
oh, and I love them too.
The real ones, they know, they respect it. And like you said, bro, when you're messing, that reminds me of a story I heard. There was a guy who invented a car that ran on water.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You heard about that?
A tractor? Or was it a car?
It was almost like a dune buggy kind of thing. But he was trying to develop like tractors and like cars that ran on water. You didn't have gasoline. You could actually stop on the side of the road and piss in the car.
That's dangerous too, though.
He got
for the ecosystem.
He got killed mysteriously, kind of had a heart attack or something weird. And
imagine if water was gas for everybody, bro. That would be fucking horrible.
Oh well,
we go to the river to fill their cars up.
Yeah, that's true too. It's weird. It's weird the way, like when you mess with somebody's money, though. That kind of reminded me of that, like a corporate thing. You know, there's a lot of people out there who they see it, like you said, all they value is money.
Yeah.
And so that's scary. Whenever you have somebody like that that's desperate, that's scary.
I'm trying to change the energy in the world, bro.
Dude, you put a lot of good stuff out, man. You put a lot of good stuff. I have not got nothing but positive vibes. And there's a lot of stuff out there right now, you know, as you know, so-and-so, this person, they'll go back and forth on all these people. But, dude, really all that matters is that even if you just keep making music, you're going to change people.
Mm-hmm. That's the goal.
There's so many people out here, bro, we don't even know who probably, they look to that Upchurch song. And it helps them, bro.
I hope it does, bro, because the therapy of making it helps me. Their ears help me.
It's awesome, bro. And music's such a powerful thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... I know, okay, this is an old song lyric. I know that you've hinted to certain hard times in your songs, scrounging for that slick 80 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Almost got in the one with Justin.
Old Days.
Yeah, Old Days. Almost got front of those pounds to keep my family's lights. Can you pinpoint one specific time that you really thought you would never get the career kicked off, and you would, like, it was like at a turning point, like a crossroads, and you were having hard times, you were struggling real bad, and you just could not seem to get it kicked off? Was there a time like that, or did it just kind of just...
No, I believed in it 100%, bro.
From the very beginning.
And it took my grandfather dying for me to do that. Because he was the breadwinner for the whole family. So when he died, there's no breadwinner that's supporting that family. And any of my family members, if you're watching this motherfucker, anybody who says that ain't true, why'd the house get foreclosed on? Where'd the cars go? Where does chickens go? Where does tractor go? Where does pool table go? Where did everything go? Exactly. That's your answer. An action is your answer. And when an action can be your answer, that's how you know that person's telling the truth and who is telling a lie.
It's gotta be the truth, bro.
Bro, I mean, that's all it is to it.
Because...
You can't unforeclose the house 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
That's always going to be something that happened.
Yeah.
So if what a certain family member is saying on the internet is, oh, that ain't true, and he had his all good and this, that, and the other, where's all Chicken Willie's shit then? If that's fucking true, where's his shit? Go to the address, motherfucker. None of us are there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
a fact is a fact.
The fact is a fact. If it got foreclosed on,
seeing is believing.
There was some money issues.
Yeah.
Wow. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
Why do you think me and my cousin are the ones who got the the work truck, Chicken Willie's work truck, and are the ones that fixed it up.
Did you go buy it? Y'all
Should we? Yeah, I bought it
went and bought
from
it?
my uncle.
Oh, I got you. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of the stuff got sold? Is that what you're...
Well, I mean, it's like there's certain family members of mine that deserve to get and made sense to get these things like chickens,
Right.
chicken pens, barrels.
Right.
It made sense for them to get those things. They didn't get those things. And me being, I'm just a guy who got a sign. I got one of his signs, and my brother's got his, his guitar.
Right.
But there are things in the family that had sentimental value more than profit value that should have went to certain family members that they didn't have a chance to get. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. There was a couple of things like that in my family.
Yeah.
And it bothers me, but at the same time, they're memories in my heart. And I mean, I know that sometimes things aren't like they should be, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, would you ever consider buying back his house? Would that be a possibility, or?
He would tell me no. He
Really?
would say, "Don't do that. That's stupid." Because when we lived there, it got flooded 3 times. It's in a bad flood zone. He would be like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Absolutely. And his company logo was a job you can crow about. And the logo was a chicken. Now I have a job I can crow about.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. You transferred the energy into you made your music. You're the breadwinner. Everything that you're doing, a lot of it about him. Yeah. The Rooster, the album, Chicken Willie in the beginning, all the old stuff in the beginning, man. I love it, bro. I love it, man. My biggest fear in life is not having a life of any significance, no impact on anyone for the better. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is not fearing anything. Because when you don't fear nothing, then you're probably not going to be around that long.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
That's an epic
You have
answer.
to have a little bit of fear, bro. That's why when I get a Harley or a crotch rocket or something, and I ride it till I ain't scared of it, that's when that bike will hurt your ass.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I almost got a crotch rocket when I was like 19. I was about to get one.
Shoo!
And I was driving down the road. It was close to Nashville, it was like in Hendersonville. And I was driving down the road, and there was a wreck. There was a bike here, and I saw a dude laying about 50 yards from it, covered up in a sheet. And I was just like, should I take that as
Them helmets don't do shit at 140.
Yeah.
And people like us are going to go 140.
Bro, them rednecks got to hit that gas, baby.
Facts.
And I mean, and I kind of just slowed down on the crotch rocket, man. All right, for a dude who's had a crazy life so far, what is on your bucket list before you transfer your energy? What is something like, I'm talking about like top tier, epic, or not epic?
Well, let me think. There's a lot of stuff. I want to pick one of them. I want to see another artist get big and be like, my inspiration was Upchurch once upon a time. I want to live that long. I just want to see it once.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, there was a kid who put a comment. I saw a comment on one of your videos, and I can't remember, it was a couple years ago. And it was it was a song, I can't remember which song, you'll know. Probably. It's the one where you said we were in the parking lots cranking up Johnny Cash.
Old days.
Old days, okay.
Yeah.
And so there was a kid with a comment on there. He said, now we're in the parking lots cranking up Upchurch.
That's fucking cool.
How cool is that?
Bro, money can't buy that.
I saw that
Money
comment and
can't
I was
buy that
like,
feeling.
this kid's awesome. And I was like, that's so cool, man. But
It is.
I thought, as soon as you said that, I thought of
That's
that.
the kind of shit that makes time freeze, bro.
Dude. Like, I mean, and that's, dude, I've been to shows, and there was one time where we had a decent song, and like, we had a few people who was in the local area and in a band that I was in, and they shouted some of the lyrics. And dude, I was like, they know the song? Like,
Bro, it makes you feel good in a very odd way.
it does. It's almost like a drug,
Yeah.
and you're just like, they know they care about my music. It's incredible, dude. It's a hard film to describe.
I was on stage one time that happened with Holler Boys. That's the first time it actually happened to that caliber.
Yeah.
Like a crazy caliber. and I'm singing it with in-ears in. You know what in-ears are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, mine got like 11.5 drivers in them. Like I'm sitting there and I can't hear myself sing.
Right.
I pop one earphone out. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I stopped singing. Everyone is singing every lyric, and I was like, whoa, that's, bro. Cold chills don't lie, bro. That was wild.
Yeah.
That's when I knew, and B. Luce tells me this all the time. We like the fact, what we like about this the most is we're a part of something that is bigger than us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's everyone. It can't be done by just us. It's everyone involved, and
it's necessary.
Yeah.
And like, it's humbling. You know, it is. Because like you said in the previous question, if you're not afraid of anything, you don't have any accountability, it's not always good either.
Because things fuck up, like your ego and you know
Absolutely.
how you treat people and shit like that.
Yeah. And bro, man, it's just, dude, you didn't get to where you was by being that way. You know what I'm saying? And so it's, I don't know, bro. Like you said though,
The radio cannot give you what me and Creek Squad in my camp have created. They can't give you that.
no way.
It's not possible.
And it's a special feeling, man. You know, just to be involved with something that's because to me this is a movement. It's different, and that's why I kind of latched on to it. You know, I claim Creek Squad and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm my own person, but at the same time, like it's a movement.
It's like a part of you. It's a patch on your vest.
Yes.
Like it's a piece of your puzzle.
It's a piece of your puzzle, and it's something that's going against the grain.
Yeah.
And it's something different, and you can tell. Anybody can tell. Anybody who knows anything about music can tell.
It lets you know your ideas and stuff are good, even if somebody thinks they're not, bro. It doesn't matter what they think. There's 20 other people who are going to agree with you, and vice versa.
Absolutely. And man, the underdogs, people are going to find a way to come on top if they have to.
But we got to watch it right now. Everybody watching this, young artist who's independent, look, in the future, it's going to be harder for you, bro. Because let me tell you something. They are studying what I'm doing. Mac Miller did it for a little bit. There was a lot of people who did it for a long time, but then finally, you know, went to that next level, which is cool, their decision. But that's the point of my career. Another piece that is a point that I'm documenting is what is it like for an artist to be independent and continuously grow from start to the very last breath. Like, no one knows what that's like, bro. No one's done that yet.
That's true. It's like a moment in time, like we were talking about earlier.
Exactly, bro. So whilst you got the mainstream hanging around, right, and they're trying to think of ways, how can we capture this person? How can we get them so that fact about music history doesn't exist? Well, if I keep saying no, just keep doing what I'm doing, there's nothing they can do. They've already fucked up. They can't give me enough money because I already went to extreme lengths and fucking got high and bought Lambos and fucking went to penthouses and done all this crazy shit.
Right.
It's not as fun as creating the history as you want it right in front of you.
Right.
That's more interesting to me.
It's a trail untraveled.
Yeah.
And like you said, bro, that's a crazy thought too. Is that there hasn't been one person lifespan who was only independent. And they've lived their whole life doing it.
Yeah.
So you can study it.
Right.
That's crazy.
And got to levels where you're butting heads with actual whole ass fucking record labels and shit, bro. That's insane. Not only that, doesn't have a filter. We'll be like, yo, fuck you because of this reason. And then what? Then we're like, oh goddamn, no, he's got fucking 3 million followers. He's saying fuck you. What do we do? Then they're all calling each other, and then you're getting high on the couch watching Cops. While they're all calling each other, being like, how do we control this?
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
It's
some Huckleberry Finn shit, bro.
It's real outlaw stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, because, like, for people to think that they have to control people in the beginning is, like, messed up.
Yeah.
We got
Plus, who's really an outlaw? Who's really a rebellious? Bro, think about this, bro. What other artist, especially, we can't say in our time because I'm the only one. What artist on this level in history, who's the only other one who's been seen with actual outlaws, bro, and is not ashamed of it? David Allan Coe.
Oh, yeah.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
That's it. But David Allan Coe was a actual outlaw MC, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Waylon was, but that's the thing. A lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, like why would you do that?" Because that's what I grew up around. You me fucking lie to you? If there's any bikers in my shit, they're gonna be outlaws now and until I'm fucking dead, because that's where I'm from, bro. That's what I grew up around, and those are the people that I've learned stuff from. Whether anybody, I know everybody gets on the History Channel, they're like, "Oh my god," but what they don't realize is these people actually love this country, and they, from what I've seen, they love their families. They have Thanksgiving together. They take in people around them that ain't got nowhere to go.
Right.
They feed them, so. Unless, I'm in the middle of Tennessee somewhere, bro. Like, I'm not seeing this dangerous ass shit that all these people talking about.
Right. And even around some people who are not great people, good things still happen, like you said.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man, you got to hang around the outlaws. Man.
But that's a PR nightmare. You see what I'm saying? To mainstream, they're like, "Oh my god!" Like, no. Why? What's so scary about being real, bro? You know what I mean?
Like they Luke Combs. They took Luke and they took him balls and they.
I want the real deal of everything, bro. So what could I have done? What would have mainstream done? We need to set up like a couple biker looking people. We'll get like custom vests, this and the other shit that's fucking, not the rules.
Actors.
Yeah. No, I want the real deal, bro.
Living life to the
in every
fools.
aspect.
Living life to the fools.
Because what they say, real recognize real, so real should show real.
Real recognize real. So, kind of a follow-up question to that. This is. You may be able to talk about this some, and if you don't, total respect. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. When you and Jelly Roll had a conversation, I'm sure there was some stuff said about what he was doing, the road he was taking, and the road you were taking, and why. You below both you dudes, man. Total respect to Jelly Roll, you, and I'm just wondering, like, kind of what that conversation consisted of, as far as like his reasoning for doing the label and your reasoning for not doing the label.
It was exactly that. Just understanding each other. It wasn't like a I'm right or I'm right, you're wrong, you're wrong. Right. It was more like, hey, we just need to talk about what it is, because it's apparent we don't understand each other all the way. He told me I learned some shit from him. He may have learned some shit that I've said about myself.
Right.
Or like, how do you say that? Like, my way of thinking about things, I guess.
Your perspective.
Yeah, my perspective. Yeah. And what matters to me and what don't matter to me may be different from him.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, it's also 615 shit.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, absolutely.
Regardless, I think
Jelly's a real one.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure. And I think rappers, even if they disagree on things, if they're in the same city, they should hold a certain amount of respect for each other, for the city, for the community.
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
You
don't want them warring and tearing people apart.
That's a bad example, man.
Right, tearing people apart.
Plus, we're older now,
Right.
We ain't no young kids on TikTok showing Uzis and shit. Like, nobody is,
Right. Walking around the street
trying to
fight everybody.
Pet dogs and make bonfires.
I want to have a good life and have a good time with my family and my wife. And fighting's a young man's game. Until you go on that UFC. Let's watch that UFC.
Shit, bro. Get me in the ring, bro.
Oh, man, that's funny. No, but
I need 3 months to train. That's it.
3 months. Somebody give this man 3 months. Let's go. Trainers.
Not against real MMA people, but internet people. Yeah, 3 months.
Trainers, hit the comments. So, my wife is biracial. Hey, honey, love you. Mixed, black and white. She's not a huge fan of country rap. She's very hesitant. She loves, rap, hip hop, whatever. Yeah. But she's a country gal with southern tendencies. Can you give an example of how you've seen a wide range of acceptance into a genre, and it's nothing but love, even your personal?
I think it's, honestly, dude, I think it really doesn't have anything to do with, like, skin color or demographic or, where they're at in the world, where they're living or whatever. I think now it's to a point of real and fake, bro. I think people are so sick of seeing fake, they want real, and they respect real, because like we said a minute ago, real recognize real. Really, it used to be, person recognize flashy. Now it's real recognize real. People want the real shit. They don't want no fake shit no more.
Right.
I think that's really, and it also comes to being like a culture vulture. You can't rap or sing about, since we're talking about rap, you can't like rap or sing about something you don't know about. Like, it's cool to make up a story and write a song about it and it'd be a great song or whatever, but if you're from the country, right, and you're rapping, yeah man, I got, I do all this shit, I got all these hoes and yada yada yada, just saying a bunch of shit you have no idea about. To me, that's where you get no respect, because you are actually being a vulture of what you think you're setting the right example for a culture when you're not.
Right.
And you're just saying all the wrong shit, so everybody's like, what the fuck, who's this guy? What is he doing? Like,
it's almost like, dude, and I don't want to say no names, but you see it.
Yeah.
And I see it and stuff, and I mean, I'm like, there's people who put out certain songs, I'm like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that in real life. Guys, authenticity, you just heard it from the man, authenticity is super important, man.
Bro, it's key as fuck.
And I see it every now and then, and like people will be rapping about, slapping these hoes, like, like, dude, you're married, or you're like,
exactly, bro, exactly.
And so,
or I got 30 pounds in the trunk. No, the fuck you don't. You start crying when the cops pull you over and there's a joint in your car. Like, you know what I mean?
Or you buy kratom from the.
Yeah, you smoke K2, motherfucker.
K2 vault, bro. Come on now. That's hilarious. But yeah, okay, great. But and the biracial thing, and then the mixed thing. Bro, you like what? Kansas is your bro, and Simba has been over here. Simba's been over here. It's all love.
Bro, I've dated a half Puerto Rican, half white chick for a long ass time. Never want, that's just not like a thought to me, really.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, like if you want to be friends with somebody, if you want to connect with people, you're not looking at skin color. You're looking at real. Nah. You're looking at real, fake, and bro, it could be anybody, from any different culture. If they're real, they're real, bro.
Bro, yeah, it's just
Democrat,
kinda,
Republican.
I'm all about vibes, man. You know what I mean?
My wife is the same way. She likes that. She would love that answer. She's a very vibey person.
Got to be, bro.
Yeah. Awesome answer. I get crazy random ideas. I'll wake up in the middle of the night sometimes. I'm driving down the road. I'm working for songs.
Right.
I just randomly, it's almost like it just pops out of nowhere from something else. Right. When do you get your song ideas? Like, how does that happen? Or do you just go into the studio and...
Honestly, bro, this is going to be like so cliche sounding. I live what I'm going through, or have lived what the song is. Literally.
So like
or it's an idea of how I see something, or how I perceive maybe goals differently or something. Like, it's all perception from the person. What I'm singing is everything in the world. How do you say that? Like, how people view like fame and money, right? I view it differently. How people view who a cool person is to hang out with, I view it differently. Or it's problems or issues I've dealt with and how I dealt with them and what the outcome was, or something like that.
So it's almost like your experience.
It's all of this
kind of
in sound.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. From Cheatham County, that's the name of your album. That's what Cheatham County people.
Because like people will be like, "Oh, that was a great love song." It's like, no, that was actually something that actually happened. Or, man, dude, this is a really sad song. Well, yeah, you should have seen my fucking house. It was absolutely destroyed when I wrote that type shit.
Awesome. So it's like real life experience a lot of it. Awesome. Even Silver Circles happened to a guy.
Bro, me in Kansas, bro. Well, the movie, of course, but I mean, that's what inspired it. The thing me in Kansas seen, I have no fucking idea what that thing was, bro.
I saw that video, dude. I saw them talking about it.
And bro, what we were talking about in the car was weird, because we were like, man, I bet these motherfuckers can hear us right now. I wish they would show us a sign that they could hear us. And then it literally come out of the trees. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Almost like my camera died.
It was scary, bro.
Oh, man. I've seen things before, bro, and you know, out of all the galaxies and all the universes, it doesn't make sense for us to be alone, right? I mean, let's think about how vast everything is. There has to be something else.
Bro, either there's a lot more out there, or we're all one thing collectively.
That's a crazy thought right there.
Is one the loneliest number, or is it the onlyest number?
Yeah. All right, so wrapping it up here, kinda-ish. Do you have any plans for the Creek Squatters out there, like kind of as a whole, or what you're going to be putting out, more media, podcasts? I know that you mentioned about, you were thinking about making Ghost Ranch into some kind of like hangout every now and then or something.
Working on that right now, bro.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's awesome.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Yeah.
So, I want to have like a huge family-style reunion. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
You know, have jump houses and shit once a year, barbecuing, everybody hanging out, fishing, you know, shooting guns, all this shit. But I got to figure out the legalities to do it first.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't land me in court for, oh, well, my kid was there with his dad that wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah. I gotta figure out that. Building everything I need, not a problem. Legalities of doing it is what I want to do. Because also I want to be respected by, you know, the town I live in. I want them to know that, hey, this ain't going to be loud music all night causing havoc, everybody on the ATVs and shit like that. That's not what's going to happen.
It's awesome, bro.
You know, I want to be very subtle and, like, good for my community.
Yeah. Most people wouldn't even care.
Oh, bro, I care a lot.
And you're right, because, like, people, my buddy used to throw parties, and, like, it started getting big. He would throw one once, twice a year, and it was called Mustache Bash. And it was, even women had to wear like a big mustache. It was funny. It was funny. And that's so like it started getting so big to where there was like 300 people showed up one time, and like you never know, somebody might say, I tripped over something, I'm suing you,
or fucking hit my head, or
somebody beat me up, or it was
somebody slipped something in my drink.
Yeah.
Anything, bro. Literally anything.
But once you get the legalities of that worked out, that's gonna be sick.
Oh, bro. I plan on having it done by 2024.
Okay.
I mean, no, 2025, sorry.
2025, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Actually ready to go, badass, awesome, having everything I need, paperwork, whatever, everything.
Kind of like invite only. Yeah.
So it'll be extended invite. So, like, if I invite you, I'll be like, you can bring X amount of people.
Couple people.
So it's, you know, so everybody's always getting to meet new people instead of knowing the same people every time. You know,
that's awesome, bro. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be. I mean, that's almost like another connection, like network. It's almost like, I don't want to say a record label, but it's almost like a reunion, or like a what do you call it? Like almost like a.
It's like a farmer's market, bro. But
a farmer's market, and where you can hang out, personal stuff, maybe even music. Who knows?
Exactly.
Talk to some
grab guitars, playing. I'm gonna have a studio that's there, so people can go hang out, and make songs with each other, and don't have to pay $1 gajillion.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Don't have to message each other and not get a message or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Creek Squad's coming up,
bro. It's all it is re-implementing family values, bro. Everybody stop sitting down and eating at a table with each other. Look at me. I barely even have a family anymore.
Yeah.
That's when you really realize what are family values. And then when you figure it out and you see what these certain things do for people, such as sitting down at a table and all eating together, that is something we have to, we should do. And in a world where that's disappearing, I want to try to restore it, bro. Even if I'm not successful, I want to try.
So Creek Squad family dinner. Creek Squad family dinner.
Who knows how to cook ribs, bro?
Yeah, you know some Creek Squatters.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You already know that. Okay. So, let me ask you one more question, then the last question. Is that okay? So, I know there's a lot of heat right now that's going on. I know there's a lot of stuff that's happening, bro. And I just want to say, like, it is what it is. And, like, I just, you see things, and it's inevitable whenever things happen sometimes. Do you see a resolution to where with I don't want to get personal, but
No, go ahead.
with your family, hopefully a resolution, to what's going on right now and how long that would be, or it just depends on what happens in the future.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've just learned not to care. People's gonna want to be around you if they want to and they care about you. People's not gonna be around you or care about you. It's one or the other. And as long as you're doing good and you're making an effort or have made an effort a shit ton, if they don't want to give you no effort back there, then you particularly can do.
Right.
Except for go put that effort into other people who will give it back to you.
Yeah.
And that's how you stay happy.
Sometimes when things are done, they're done. And I mean, in any relationship in life, and I know people. Well, I don't want to say anybody. They're very, 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 very close to me, who they've had to literally, because of their family doing things to them.
Yeah.
Like severe trauma, they've had to literally just. I have to get away from this. There's no It's almost like there is no staying in it, because it's like, hey, if I stay in it, that person's like that, and they're not changing, and so it poisons me.
Yeah.
And dude, and I know somebody very close to me who it has caused them long-term damage, PTSD. Right. Yeah. And it sucks, man.
It's not a choice to love somebody; it's a choice to like somebody.
That's well said. Well said. Okay, so I got one more question, bro. I want to sit here and ask a million questions, but I think we've taken up enough time, my man. One more question. So, when people look back at your life and legacy many years from now, what virtues, attributes do you want mostly highlighted? Musical talent, fame, money, love, grit, determination, persistence, or you're down for the little man, or all of that, or if you can think of one particular, when YouTube, if YouTube is still up in 50 years and this is still a free country, what do you want people to see when they look up the Pioneer album or the Holler Boys documentary the most? If you could pick one, just what do I get? What is the feelings, the energy I get from Ryan Upchurch?
What are you scared of? ? Don't be scared. Because being scared of anything will make you... I know you're supposed to have fear in things, but never be scared to take one extra step that somebody ain't took. It'll take 20 of them. Take 1,000. Fuck.
Be a pioneer.
Be a pioneer. Exactly.
Wow. What an answer. Epic answer. All right, bro. One more question. I lied. Why did you pick me for this interview?
Because I watched one of your reactions, and I like how you pause it and actually break down several different aspects of the song, and you bring in outside things as well as you're listening to the song, like maybe other artists or other times in history or something like that, and you show how things correlate. And I think that's because you're an artist. You've been in the game. You fucking you've done shows. You know how motherfuckers are. So you understand it a little different than most people.
Awesome, man. Well, I just want to say, man, I can't say thank you enough.
Yes, sir.
Man,
it's been actually really fun.
It's been cool. It's
That's
crazy.
Creek Squad, baby. That's Creek Squad.
That's Creek Squad. All right, guys. Next time. Till next time.
See you taters later.
Taters later.